Ladies and gentlemen, Tommy Makem and Liam Clancy.
There once was a crew of Irish dragoons marching down through Fife-E-O, and the captain fell in love with a very bonny lass, and her name it was called Pretty Peggy-O. There's many a bonny lass in the house of Otterless, there's many a bonny lassie in the Geary-O, there's many a bonny Jean in the streets of Aberdeen, but the flower of them all is in Fife-E-O. Oh, come down the stairs, Pretty Peggy, my dear. Oh, come down the stairs, Pretty Peggy-O. Oh, come down the stairs, come back your yellow hair, bid a long farewell to your mammy-o. I never did intend a soldier's lady for to be, I never will marry a soldier, oh. I never did intend to go to a foreign land, and I never will marry a soldier, oh. The colonel he cried mount, mount, boys mount, the captain he cried tarry, oh. Tarry for a while, for another day or two, till I see if this funny lass will marry, oh. We had our captain to carry, oh, and long ere we reached the streets of Aberdeen, we had our captain to ferry, oh. Green grow the birds on Murray Ivan side, and low lie the lowlands of Fife-E-O. Well, the captain's name was Ned, and he died for a maid, he died for the chambermaid of Fife-E-O. There's many a bonny lass in the house of Otterless, there's many a bonny lassie in the Geary-O, there's many a bonny Jean in the streets of Aberdeen, the flower of them all lives in Fife-E-O. The bonny lass of Fife-E. You're all entirely and most excellently welcome. I'm Liam Clancy, this is Tommy Makem, and I'd like to introduce you to some friends who are here with us as usual tonight. Allister MacGillivray and Jerry Holland. We have a very special guest tonight, Mr. Noel Harrison.
Tried to be a grown-up when I was just a child, and I tried to be so civilized. Well, I still am wild. Oh, why did I believe in all the things that I was told? Now I'm just a wild child, grown a little old. Why did I believe in all the things that I was told? Now I'm just a wild child, grown a little old. I boasted of my freedom when I was still in chains. In my pursuit of pleasure, I never stopped to nurse my aches and pains. Now sometimes I'm a free man, and sometimes I'm a slave. Mostly, I'm a wild child, learning to be brave. Mostly, I'm a wild child, and I'm learning to be brave.
There's a famous seaside place called Blackpool that's noted for fresh air and fun, and Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom went there with young Albert, their son. A grand little lad was young Albert, all dressed in his best, quite a swell. He'd a stick with an horse's head handle, the finest that Woolworths could sell. Well, they didn't think much to the ocean. The waves was just fiddling and small. There were no shipwrecks, nobody drowning. In fact, nothing to laugh at all. So, seeking for further amusement, they paid and went into the zoo, where they'd lions and tigers and camels and old ale and sandwiches too. There were one great big lion called Wallace. His nose was all covered with scars, and he lay in a somnolent posture, with side of his head up the bars. Now, Albert had heard about lions, how they was ferocious and wild, and to see Wallace lion so peaceful, well, didn't seem right to the child. So straightway this daring young fella, showing not one morsel of fear, took his stick with the horse's head handle, and he shoved it in Wallace's ear. You could see that the lion didn't like it for giving a kind of a roll. He dragged Albert into cage with him, and he swallowed the little lad whole. Now, Pa, who had seen the occurrence and didn't know what to do next, said, "Mother, yon lion's ate Albert." And Mother said, I am vexed." Then Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom, quite rightly, when all said and done, went and informed gamekeeper that the lion had eaten their son. The gamekeeper was quite nice about it. He said, "What a nasty mishap. Are you sure it's your lad he's eaten?" Father said, "Am I sure? There's his cap." Well, the manager had to be sent for. He came and he said, "What's to do?" Father said, "Yon lions ate Albert, and him and his Sunday clothes too." Well, the manager wanted no trouble. He pulled out his purse right away and he said, "How much to settle the matter?" Father said, "What do you usually pay?" But Mother had turned a bit awkward when she saw where our Albert had gone. She said, "No, someone's got to be summoned." So that was decided upon. Straightway they went up to police station, and in front of a magistrate chap, they explained what had happened to Albert, and they proved it by showing his cap. Well, the magistrate gave his opinion that no one was really to blame, and he said he hoped the Ramsbottoms would have further sons to their name. At that Mother grew proper blazing. "I'll thank you, sir, kindly," said she. "What? Spend all my life raising children to feed bloody lions? Not me."
The boys don't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair and they stole my comb, but that's all right till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is a courting 1, 2, 3. Please, when you tell me who is he? Albert Mooney says he loves her. All the boys are fighting for her. They're up at the door, they ring at the bell. Said, "Oh, my true love, are you well?" Out she comes as white as snow, rings on her fingers, bells on her toes. Well, Johnny Murray says she'll die if she didn't get the fella with the roving eye. Let the wind
When the rain and the hail blow high, the snow come travelling from the sky. She's as nice as apple pie, and she'll get her own lad by and by. When she gets a lad of her own, she won't tell her ma when she comes home. Let them all come as they will, for it's Albert Mooney she loves still.
Now when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They put my hair, they roll my comb, but that's all right till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is a curtain 1, 2, 3. Please would you tell me who is he? Oh, Albert Mooney says he loves her. All the boys are fighting for her. Rap at the door, they ring at the bell, saying, oh my true love, are you well? Out she comes as white as snow, rings on her fingers, 12 on her toes. Well, Johnny Murray says she'll die if she doesn't get the fellow with the roving eye. Let them all come as they will, for it's Albert Mooney she loves still.
I was very small. My grandmother told me 2 things in life are finer than fine: to love when you're young, and then when you're older, to dream by the fire with dandelion wine. Dandelion wine will make you remember the first days of spring in the middle of December. Dandelion wine, dandelion wine, dandelion wine, dandelion wine. The first time I kissed her, I felt the earth tremble, the sky turned around, and the fields were aflame. The dandelions bloomed by the millions and millions, and each golden blossom was singing her name. Dandelion wine will make you remember the first days of spring in the middle of December. Dandelion wine, dandelion wine, dandelion wine, dandelion wine. Well, that summer was dry, the autumn was bitter, the year and my love both drifted away. But the magic lives on in the glass as I raise it. I offer a toast to the past and I say, dandelion wine will make you remember the first days of spring in the middle of December. Dandelion wine, dandelion wine, dandelion wine, dandelion wine.
Thank you. Once again, Mr. Noel Harrison.
Thank you. Now, this is a true story. It came about when I moved to the country and my wife and I started to learn how to operate a wood stove. And this song is dedicated to the Middleton, Nova Scotia Volunteer Fire Department. Upstairs in bed on the January morning in 1974,
I was thinking about the sort of life I'd led and whether I could take much more. Why, they'd even burned my breakfast. I could smell it through the floor. Then I opened my eyes and to my surprise there was smoke coming in my door. Smoke coming in my door. So I jumped out of bed and I shook my head, and then I looked in the adjoining room. And when I saw the flames in the ceiling, I was sure my house was doomed. So I ran like hell to the top of the stairs, and I began to shout, send for the Middleton Fire Brigade to put this fire out, to put this fire out. Then I ran down and grabbed my hose from the cellar, and I ran back up to the fire. But to my dismay there was not enough pressure, and she just wouldn't go any higher. So I ran around in circles for a minute or two, and then I saved a bottle of rum, 'cause I knew I could do with a drink or two while I was waiting for help to come, waiting for help to come. And when we saw you cresting the top of the hill, why, we ought to have raised a cheer. But we weren't feeling very cheery then, so maybe we can do it here. Because we would like to thank you for coming to our aid with a hooray for the Middleton Fire Brigade, with a hooray for the Middleton Fire Brigade. That's supposed to be a siren, but I can't get it to come out. All my neighbors came to smoke and flame from miles and miles around, and they saved all my books and my precious things and laid them gently on the ground. And I guess that I like to sing this song to thank the whole darn crew, all the good men of Mount Hanley, and their good women too, and their good women too. And when we saw you cresting the top of the hill, why, we ought to have raised a cheer. But we weren't feeling very cheery then, so maybe we can do it here. Because we would like to thank you for coming to our aid with a hooray for the Middleton Fire Brigade, with a hooray for the Middleton Fire Brigade. Now most people say pretty ill wind never blows no one no good. And ever since the fire my life has been going just the way I always hoped it would. Yes, it really would amaze you just how my luck has changed since the January day when I met the boys of the Middleton Fire Brigade, the Middleton Fire Brigade. And there is one more thing that I would like to add before I take my leave of you. That's to thank the boys from Nicktar who came to help us too. Yes, I would like to thank them all again for coming to our aid with a hooray for the Middleton Fire Brigade, with a hooray for the Nicktar Fire Brigade, with a hooray for every fire brigade. Here's a song about a lady named Lilly. La 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 bum 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 bum. I wish I was bicycle riding with Lilly of the long red hair, riding and laughing and seeing the city and her long red hair. Feeling so glad to be living again, telling her gently that I am her friend, driving away all her sorrow and loving her long red hair. 'Cause Lily is just like a lily, is just like a red, red rose. Lily rode by and she called me and asked me if I would like to go. I said that I had to study this morning and the answer must be no. I watched from the window as she rode along. Now I'm not working, I'm singing this song, thinking about Lily's sorrow and loving her long red hair. 'Cause Lily is just like a lily, is just like a red, red rose. Oh, Lily is just like a lily, is just like a red, red rose. Shake-a-tick-a-tick-a-boom. I wish I was bicycle riding with Lily of the long red hair. You just cannot study when you're thinking of Lily and her long red hair. And knowing tonight you will see her again, you'll be telling her gently that you are her friend, driving away all her sorrow and loving her long red hair. Driving away Lily's sorrow and loving her long red hair. 'Cause a lily is just like a lily, it's just like a red, red rose. Whoa, Lily is just like a lily, it's just like a red, red rose. Yes, Lily, she's just like a lily, she's just like a red, red rose.
That's a lovely song, Noel.
Thank you.
It's a beauty.
Thank you.
How about joining us for one?
Oh, I sure
We're
will.
going to have to say goodnight to you, unfortunately, but we'll leave you with a song called The Leaving of Liverpool. I believe your father was... it's the eating of liverwurst.
Oh,
Your father was from Liverpool, wasn't he?
Yes, yeah, he is.
Scouse. What they call them, Scouse? Or is that just the Liverpool Irish they call Scouse?
Did you know that Liverpool is the capital of Ireland?
The River Mersey flows through Liverpool. They say the River Mersey...
Yes.
They say the smell of the Mersey is one of the sights of Liverpool, as a matter of fact. That's what I was trying to tell you. Yes, anyone who was ever there will never forget it. And that's why this song has to be sung with such passion and intensity and such beauty. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. Aye.
Farewell to you, my own true love. I am going far away. I am bound for California, but I know that I'll return someday. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee.
I ship on a Yankee sailing ship. Davy Crockett is her name, and Burgess is the captain of her, and they say she's a floating chain.
So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee.
I have sailed with Burgess once before, and I think I know him right well. If a man is a sailor, he can get along, but if not, then he's surely in hell.
All together now. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. One for the box. Oh, the sun is on the harbor long, and I wish I could remain, for I know it will be some long time before I see you again. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. Once more with feeling. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool